Hey, it's Biddy Penny. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for coming along to hang out with me. We are going to have some fun today, you guys. Saturday lives are really fun for me because I don't have to rush it. I can take my time and do lots of things. So that's what we're going to do today. We are going to work on prepping for my trip. So I'm getting ready to go on like a 12-day vacation, and I want to be able to craft at least a little while I'm gone. So today's video is all about kind of prepping for that, how I'm prepping for that. I'll even be packing my bag with you guys, my travel crafty bag. I'll be packing that with you. So we're going to have some fun. We're going to have to cut some things up and, just prep for crafty travels. So, oh, I see everyone's popping on. Hey, everybody. So good to see you all. Let me just find my channel and find my video. I'm like you guys, I have to just hunt it down. So good to see you guys. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Sala. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Maddie and Nicole and Susan and Debbie and Anne. Oh, cool, Anne. Yeah, we're going to pack together. We'll have a good time. Oh, thanks, Dawn. I'm going to miss y'all so much. Hi, Vicki. That I'm probably going to go live. In fact, I'm going to pack a ring light and I'm going to pack my thing that I mount my phone mount, because I don't know. I don't know if I can stay away from you guys. I might just have to come on live. I don't know when it'll be, but I might have to do it. I didn't get an opportunity to print everything I wanted to print, but I did go on Etsy and I got myself a couple of Disney themed printables. This one, I only have 2 pages printed. So one of the things I'm going to have to do is do more printing so I can do more cutting. But these are the 2 pages. We will go ahead and cut these up. But basically, so one of the things I know I want to pack is we made this together here on my channel last weekend, and it is my Disney and Universal kind of my trip junk journal. It is a 3 signature journal, so she's chunky. She's got lots of paper. Disney's already decorated for Christmas, so I did add in a little bit of Christmas too. And it's going to be over Thanksgiving, so I also have some things that are kind of, more like fall Thanksgiving vibes. And so this is the journal. None of the pages are decorated. All I have in here right now are patterned paper and tea-dyed paper. And so I used Echo Park Cartabella papers for this. And I had an Alice pack and I had a Magical Kingdom kind of pack. Magical Adventure, whatever they call it for copyright reasons, I don't know. And then I had literally like a page that I thought would kind of work for Potter. But definitely Harry Potter at Universal is going to be a big part of our experience. So I'm going to have to add more of that in. So I bought this morning on Etsy some Disney themed digitals, and I bought some Potter themed digitals. And so one of the things I want to do is cut and make myself like ephemera packs so that I can decorate this, or the family can decorate this on our trip as we go. We can kind of gather things. I'm also really excited about the size that I made, because I want to take it with me to the park each day. And that way, if we have like a character encounter and I want to get their autograph, like one of the princesses or something, this can also serve as an autograph book, and I can have whoever we bump into, Ariel. I think we have to go visit Ariel. Belle, or any of them, they can sign autograph books. So this will also serve as my autograph book. Now, in order to keep this safe, because they are Rain is always in the forecast when you go to Florida. I am going to store it in a bag. So let me get the bag. Okay, I buy these bags on Amazon, and I absolutely love these. You might have some of these if you get like a pink and Maine kit. I don't know. I haven't seen a pink and Maine kit in 2 years, but they used to send them in these. I don't know if they still do. I'm drinking some coffee, y'all. Don't worry, it's decaf. I might drive you completely mad and everyone around me if I had real full strength coffee. I'm just saying. The way you get me every morning super early is how I was made by God. It's the kind of energy that I have, so I don't really need coffee. Okay, but I like the flavor, so I drink decaf. All right. This set had 35 mesh. I went big because I knew I liked these. But it's a combination of sizes. Sorry. Ugh, plastic, I know. But yeah, it comes in a combination of different sizes. And these are so great for like ephemera or whatever, you know, stamps, whatever, pens, pencils. You don't have to only use them in the craft room. It's not completely waterproof because of the zipper area, but I do want one of these for my journal to help protect it in my backpack. So I'm going to be carrying a mini backpack. Now, I am not carrying this journal to Universal Studios because you can't really carry a backpack to Universal Studios, but you can carry one to Disney. So I'm going to put my journal in this bag and into my backpack, my day backpack. But also in that backpack is going to be food and water bottles and other things that I don't want saturating my little journal. So I'm going to put it in here just to help keep it protected. And I'll be conscious about it. But you know, there's umbrellas and raincoats and things like that. I could also put this, if I was really concerned about it, maybe even in another one or something like that, or, you know, put it in a Ziploc bag. That might even be more protective, honestly, because you don't have the chance of moisture seeping through here. But I really like this bag, and I could just slip this into a Ziploc if I wanted. So I do plan on putting my journal in a container, and then I'm going to use these other bags, one of these other bags, to hold my ephemera for when. So let's just get one of these out. And you know, obviously I have lots of sizes to choose from, which is why I bought the big one. But I will be able to pack some of my ephemera and paper scraps and whatever projects. What you could do, what I've done in the past, is I take one of these, and if I have all Disney stuff, I'll put Disney in one. I put Universal in another, and then I'd put something, you know, projects. You can use them for individual projects or for sorting. And on the go, that's a really nice thing to have because you could kind of stay organized while you're traveling. Okay, so we've got some bags. We've got my journal packed. I did decide I kind of want to add some pockets and things to my journal, so we might work on that today. But the problem is I didn't get everything printed. I only got 2 sheets printed, and this is more like ephemera. Although I think we could turn these into pockets. So let's cut this down and see if we can have 4 pockets. I love vintage Disney. I mean, it's just so great. So, hi Paula, hi Ramona, anyone that I missed. Hi Cordelia and Carmina. Hello, hello. Hi Jessica. Hi Ave. Hey Carrie. So good to see all of you. Oh my gosh, happy Saturday. I hope you all are doing great. Okay, in order for these to be pockets in my little journal, these are kind of like old postcards, right? I'm gonna have to cut off the postcard edge. I think I'm gonna have to cut right to the artwork here so that it's not too wide. Let's get my journal out and kind of eyeball some of these and see if they're gonna work. I just think I'm already gonna want some pockets to work with to hold things when we're on the go. Let's see if we can put a pocket in the center page. And let's line it up. Yeah, see, it's actually wider than my page. So I'm gonna have to cut it down quite a bit. The Dumbo one will definitely work. My son loved Dumbo. Oh my gosh, it was just precious. There was, when he was a toddler and a little babe, there was like a new Winnie the Pooh, a new Dumbo, some new versions of our old classics that came out. And it was just so cute watching him just fall in love with these old Disney characters. Okay. So, trimming this down, down. And maybe, just maybe, this is narrow enough to make a pocket. It sure is. Woohoo! Awesome. So yeah, I'm going to make that a pocket right there. I'm trying to remember what order we're doing everything in. I think we're doing, let me do this in the middle. I think we're doing Universal first, the first 2 days, and then I think we're doing Disney the second 2 days. Plus we have a wedding for 3 days. And then we've decided we're going to stay pretty open to the idea of even staying longer. We'll see if that really happens. That would mean we were spending Thanksgiving in a hotel, eating at some random place, but it might happen. It could happen. Okay, so there's a pocket. Yay. Let's see if we can turn these other ones into pockets as well. It'd be fun to make these black pages, the autograph page. I'll have to put a metallic pen and a regular pen in with this journal so that if I'm collecting autographs, I could pick a black page for one of the characters to sign. That would be really cool. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Kim. Hi, Emily. Good morning, Flo. Oh, I had no idea. Oh, that's cool. Maybe I'll bump into her. I know what she looks like. I've never met her. She has no idea who I am, I'm sure. I haven't watched her videos in years, to be honest. But she is, you know, a card making legend. So that would be pretty cool. I was so tempted to wear Bitty Penny shirts just so that if any of my friends were there who watch my channel but maybe don't know what I look like, that they would be like, I watch your channel, and then we'd hang out. Because that would be so cool. But at last, I am not wearing a Bitty Penny shirt to Disney World or Universal. I'm not going to be able to have a meetup like I had hoped, but these are the breaks. All right. Can I make Pinocchio work? Sure can. We're going to put that little puppet boy right there. Right? But that's what I was thinking, Flo, because, you know, I have a feeling others are going to be there. I've been watching a live streamer named Tanya. I think her channel's that crazy Disney lady. I think it's what her channel is. You know, I was attracted to that. But no, I just really like her. Like, she's just my kind of people. Anyways, I'm kind of hoping that she's there live streaming that day and I get to bump into her because that would be cool too. Okay. I'm also kind of hoping that some of the wedding guests that are my husband's friends from like middle school, high school, and lifelong friends, I'm kind of hoping that some of them are planning a trip, but I don't know if they are, because I think that would be fun too. You know, we got to fit in Alice. And fun fact, Bambi was the first movie like in a theater that my parents ever took me to. They took me to see Bambi when I was a little bambino. Bambi always made me sad though. Sparkleheart and I want movies that don't have to have conflict. We just want fun movies with minimal to no conflict. Wouldn't that be fun? So we got to throw a Bambi in here. Let's move over to this last signature here and see what's popping, see what's going on. Yeah, Bambi could definitely go over here. Ooh, I kind of like the way it breaks up all the red on this page. Let's put Bambi right there. And I'm going to make her more of a tuck than a pocket. So the difference between a tuck and a pocket is that a tuck you glue on 2 sides, a pocket you glue on 3. Essentially, they both hold things. So similar functionality. Although I do prefer tucks, honestly, because you can put, like, I can put something that's slightly wider than this in here, but if you make it a pocket, it has to be more narrow. So tucks are really my favorite. Between a tuck and a pocket, I prefer a tuck spot. Alice, she's kind of all red. There she is right there. Let's put her over here with a green, complementary colors and all. That'll make my brain happy. So I'm not stopping the chat. So, hey, Mary, because I'm keeping up with you guys. So if I missed a comment that you want me to see, I'm sorry for your fingers, but you're going to have to type it again. When I figured out that when I stop the chat, I lose track of the live. I get eons behind and I end up missing a lot of stuff anyways. So I'm not stopping the chat. We're just going to keep going with it. So if I miss something and you really want me to see it, you're going to have to retype it if you already typed it once. Sorry. Bambi is a boy, right? I think so. I don't know. I think so. I haven't read that story in so long or seen the movie that I honestly can't remember. But now that you say that, I do think he grows horns, antlers at some point. You guys, one of my friends started $1 million business just harvesting deer antlers and marketing them as dog chew toys. I'm telling you, if you can dream it, you can do it. Bambi is a boy. Like, and JD, can we say JD? Can we have chocolate before 8:30? I was so bummed I didn't get to see Craft Roulette last night, Mary. I'm trying to remember who your guest was. I actually popped in for, oh, thank you, Mary. Everyone has permission. I'm going to consider my coffee chocolate. So it does have caramel macchiato in it. So I've had mine. Permission granted by Miss Mary. We can all have a little chocolate if we want. Oh, I actually had a granola bar that had chocolate in it. I'm good. I did have chocolate for breakfast, actually. Okay, so one mission accomplished. I've got pockets. Yay. Just a few little pockets to hold some treasures. We're so excited about Diagon Alley and going to the shops. I think there's a bookshop, which I told my husband is quintessentially the paper crafting shop of Hogwarts and of Harry Potter. So I will have to go to the bookshop. He laughed. He laughed at me. But he should have known. Hi, Debbie. How's everybody doing? Happy Saturday. Mary, what were the parameters last night? Sella, I agree. Chocolate is fine any time of day because, hey, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Yeah. You know, life is hard. Eat chocolate. I don't know. That alone seems like it's good enough for me. So I'm just going to cut up a couple more of these. This is fun. It's a kit from Etsy, and most of her stuff is Disneyland themed, like, and we're going to Disney World, but I thought these could work for what we're doing. And I like these as little like journaling cards, like little journaling spots. So, and they're Alice themed, and my journal has a lot of Alice. So we'll definitely cut up these little journaling cards. The parameters are good ones. They're always good. You know, Mr. Wheel is a rascal, but somehow all the crafty people make it work. And I like that he keeps us on our toes. Gives us a challenge. So fun. Oh, I did tune in and I saw a little bit of the gallery. That's what I was going to say. So I tuned in. I thought, oh my gosh, like I got home and I thought it's going to work tonight. I'm going to get to watch a little bit of Craft Roulette. And then I started, the gallery was on. It was like 6:10. The gallery's going by. I'm admiring all the cards. And then I got pulled away. Like I got, I think, 5 minutes. And I didn't say hi because, you know, I had a feeling. I had a feeling that was going to happen. The good thing is that there's always replay. What happened was the school year started and things really changed. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, I'm going to probably leave this one out for now. Okay, I can cut some of these while I'm on my trip, but I wanted to at least have them cut down so that I could put them in my bags. So now I will go through, I will print more of my printables that I got off Etsy, and I will make myself ephemera that I'll put in these little bags and take with me. One thing that I did get to do, I didn't print my entire kits. There's 15 pages in each kit, but I printed some of them so you could see them because I haven't shown them to you yet. These are like my paper pads, but not identical. So if you've seen my 6x8 paper pads, let me grab those real quick. Now these are chopped up quite a bit. I've used them. But I've got Peaceful Christmas and Holiday Splash. I only have a couple of each of these left, by the way. They are almost sold out. Thank you guys so much. Okay, so I took those because they're limited edition, and I did make a digital, and it's just not identical. I'm not going to put digitals out that are identical to paper pads, at least in their formatting. The images are the same. I added some different patterns, but it kind of doesn't make sense for me to make a digital product that is identical to a physical product in format, at least. But these are out there and available. I went ahead and printed them. Now I could add different, the fun thing about digitals is I can scale things slightly different. So this is scaled like my paper pad, but then I was able to add different patterns that you can cut. What I tried to do was design it so that if you print an 8.5 by 11, that you can actually turn these into patterned paper and have little strips so that you're not wasting. The only scrap on this whole sheet is right here, basically, and then the little spaces between your cut aparts. And so this one has a light snowflake patterned behind it. It might be kind of hard to see here. It's real faint, but it does have a snowflake, and then these are scaled larger. And then this one, I put everything really close together. All the cut aparts, just, you'll have to cut, you know, but you'll have little strips. But basically this takes your scraps and gives you another pattern. And if you like making scrappy cards like I do, I can see a lot of potential in use out of these. So these are all Holiday Splash. I printed these on matte photo paper. Now this one, I didn't do any pattern behind it because, I mean, I figured you're getting 9 cut aparts, so it's fine. And then, like I said, I didn't print all 15 pages from each one. I don't have 30 pages here. I just printed mainly the cut aparts because I thought when I'm gone and crafting on the road, I might also want to go ahead and make some Christmas cards. So I want to cut these up. And then I have Peaceful Christmas here. And so this one I printed with borders, but most of the time I print borderless. But I did this just to show you guys, if you don't print borderless, this is how this page would print up. And this is a sentiment page that you can cut apart and use on your cards. I added some jingle bells and bows and 2 packages on this one. So this one is similar to the paper pack, but not identical. This again is like making a little bit of extra pattern paper for you guys to work with. There are a ton of pattern papers in these kits. So there's plenty of pattern papers. And here are these. And I tried to scale some of these down a little bit for smaller cards, like A2 cards, where you as a consumer and as a customer, you don't have to think about scaling the digital kit. You can just print it and it's already kind of scaled down for you. Now this is printed borderless. So if it has borders, it's going to be even smaller. And then there's this one. And I did this page deliberately in case you wanted like journal covers. Like this is about the size of an image that I like to put on a journal. So if I'm making a junk journal, this is my typical size, the one I made for Disney and for our upcoming vacation. This is about this big as I want my image to be. Even this one would be kind of even more ideal, I think, for this journal. So I actually sized these thinking about covers of junk journals but also cards. These would be great for 5x7 card makers. And again, there is like a really faint like snowflake pattern up there. So I printed not everything, but just some of stuff. Bye Beck. Bye back in. Have an awesome day. Just so y'all could see it, because I hadn't shown y'all these yet. And I do need to cut them up. Okay. I realize that that's not the fun. It's not that much fun watching people just sit and cut. I want to take, I think, some Christmas ribbon in my bag. So I have this bag that has a mixture of things, and some of them are specific to Christmas. Has a mixture of ribbons. So I think I'll take a couple of those on the road with me. So I could pack these in my bag. Let me get my bag out and let me show you kind of my crafty bag that I always have packed and ready to go. So it is an old 31 bag. So this is what it looks like. It's like one of their old cosmetic bags. It has 2 pockets, one on each side. It actually has tons of pockets, but it's an old bag. And when I say old, it's just they used to make it and I don't know if they still do. But if you like it, you know, you can look in like cosmetic bags and get a similar kind of design. So this is the kind that like you hang on your door, you know, in a bathroom when you're traveling, and it has zipper pockets at the top. I have some micro pour tape, and I have some double-sided tape, some foam, and some enamel dots. Then, and this just stays packed like this all year long. But I don't know what the last time I used it. I need to go through here and unpack and repack for this trip. So let's see what I was working with the last time I took this bag somewhere. And I can guarantee you these were probably, I think these are from Letty actually. Ooh, I love this. Yeah, this is from Letty. These are from Letty. I was with her the last time I used this. She's probably like, wow, glad you got so much use out of those, Bitty Penny. In the front here, I have a stamping block, some glue tape, some washi. And let me tell you, this washi right here came to the rescue. I was at a crop and someone cut themselves and there were no Band-Aids. So I said, I have washi tape. And we got tissue and washi tape and we just bandaged her right up and she kept on crafting. So I keep a paper trimmer in here. This is an old Tonic paper trimmer. I keep an old Outlaw Tim Holtz stamp positioning tool in here. And then all this other stuff is just the paper and things. It just depends on what I'm doing. So what I can do is I'm going to put my stamp positioning tool back in, even though I don't know what kind of stamps I might take. And if I don't take stamps, I don't need that tool, and I'll take it out to just kind of lighten the load. I know I'll need a paper trimmer. I always need a paper trimmer, no matter what, because I'm a paper crafter. So I'm going to move that to the side. I will show you real quick the side pockets. In my side pockets, I have a black marker. I have some fussy cutting scissors. I have lots of watercolor pens. I even have a watercolor palette because you know me, if I'm crafting, I'm going to have paper and watercolor. Those are kind of my essentials. So I do have this is like a classic palette that's perfect for mixing. If you just have these colors, you can mix any color you want. You don't have to have a big palette. So I just have the classic 10. And what else do I have in here? More markers, and that's it. So that's one side pocket. I would say when you're, you know, before you're planning on packing a bag like this and before you head out, hey Beth, hi Jennifer. Biddy, do you sell on Etsy or you have your own website? I have my own website. I don't sell on Etsy. I shut the shop down. It's on biddypenny.com. Just myname.com. I have a pokey tool. Never know when you might want a pokey tool. And glue. I need to investigate this glue. And this is a stamp cleaner. A bottle of water would be really good too. I'll have to add a bottle of water. So I do like this kind of container for traveling. I like these little, this is an old Tombow mono that I ripped the label off because I'm sure it has my glue in there. Oh, let me put my scissors in. So those are the side pockets. And then I also have a top pocket, but it doesn't have anything in it yet. So this is the only bag I'm taking for paper crafting. I also have a big rolling cart when I go to crops, but it's not that kind of vacation. So in this box, which this paper pumpkin box fits so perfectly in there that I just keep repurposing it. It's not paper pumpkin in here. It's another kind of kit. So this tells me the last time I had this going on, I was making beachy summer stuff. So I built myself a little kit. I grabbed paper, ephemera, enamel dots, flowers. You can tell I don't always get to everything I want to do. And then I had some stencils. Okay, I also have travel ink. I know I pulled it out the other day. Here it is. And I didn't pop it back in. But this also fits in my bag. And again, I just have a simple rainbow of ink. These are all inks that I had gotten ages ago and kits. And when I used to subscribe to My Monthly Hero and Simon Says Stamp, and I built myself a little mini rainbow, and this is all the ink I'll take. And it all fits great in this little Tim Holtz container for mini distress. And that will be the ink that I take with me. And I love it because I don't have to think about it. I already know I have a rainbow. I'm good to go. So this also goes in the bag. Now, let's see what else we have. I have some card bases. These are A2. Now, there is a little bit of this pumpkin, paper pumpkin kit down here. That I've obviously never gotten to. This might be kind of fun. These numbers kind of go perfect for Disney. I don't know what I would want numbers for, but some of this actually feels like it would work for my junk journal. This looks like it's old birthday kit. But I think some of this kind of would work for me for my upcoming trip. Let me decide what I might want to keep in here. Today we celebrate you. Happy birthday. Okay, this is all birthday stuff. I like these banners. I think I'll keep a couple of these. And these could be like journaling spots in my journal and stuff. So I'm going to keep a couple of those out. I really like this. Hi, Heidi. How you doing? I love this striped paper, so I'm going to actually keep that too. I think I will not need the candles and the cake. The bows. I think the rest of this I'll just put with this in a bag and deal with it later. So, man, I think I'm going to keep these with me. Okay, so one of the things I had an idea to do on the trip is do videos for you guys so I can keep in touch with my friends. And we would do journal with me videos so you can see how I actually use a junk journal for memory keeping. Hey Debbie, how's it going? Good to see you. Craft roulettes, yeah, right? Oh, you know, I think that is a good point. I think you just have to pack a rainbow. That's a good topic to cover. I don't need any of this. So I'm going to take all this stuff and just file it away. I'm not crafting for anything summer right now. So that's easy. Take that out. I think I actually might keep these stencils in. I've never used them for one. And two, I think they would be perfect for our trip. So I'm going to keep the stencils. I'm going to keep the card bases. I'm going to keep the stamp set. And I have these, I think for these, I'll just put them like in my ephemera folders, because that's when I'm going to pull and use these, is if I'm thinking of them as ephemera. So I'm going to put those in my ephemera holders. Okay, card bases, check. Bunch of A2 card bases. Foam tape doesn't belong in here. I was obviously packing up in a hurry. This is watercolor paper. I will be packing that because y'all know me and watercolor. Oh, I do remember I had some old book pages in here. Oh, and Mary, if you're still here, Craft Roulette Mary, the Wagner operas. I remember you were like, yeah, I'm fine with you tearing that book up. I have a good memory sometimes. Okay, I don't think I need any book pages, y'all. So I'm taking those out. I know, I could just keep a few in. This is a scrapbook envelope, a scrapbook.com one that I love because I can just put my printables in here and it fits in my holder in my go bag. So let me see what I had in there last time. Plain paper. Good. I don't know if I need all of this gray paper. It's just a bunch of gray and white. Really don't. I'll keep one piece of gray. I'm going to keep the other white. And then I can put other colors in here. So put these gray back over where I keep my colored cardstock. Try to put things away as I unpack so I don't make a bigger mess. And now I'm getting my colored cardstock out. Okay, I'm going to put my watercolor paper at the very bottom of this so that I know this stuff is on top. I can see this stuff. All right. My card bases. These are random pieces of ephemera that I don't need. All right. So, cardstock. I need to print more of my patterned papers that go with these digital kits, but I also have these. I could pack these in here. They're going to fit perfectly, my 6x8 paper pads. So I will take those on the road. I'm going to overpack. There's just no denying it. I will certainly overpack. Now, see, these, if I don't get around to cutting them, can go in my big envelope. Let's throw my Christmas laces in here. And my little kit. What else do we need? So we have stuff for Christmas. We're going to have stuff for junk journaling and memory keeping. But I think this is pretty good. You know what we need? We definitely need embellishments. I'm just going to go ahead and grab the ones that are sitting right here. And I'm going to grab this white twine. And I'm going to put these in. And we have a kit. Okay. So, I love the paper pumpkin boxes. This one is, I don't know when this is from. Let me look. A long time ago. It doesn't have a date on it. But this box has served me so well. Okay, so then I can cut these up and store them here. And then I'll have more space to pack solid colored cardstock or other pattern papers. One thing, when I was printing, you guys, I forgot to show you this. When I was printing my kit, I wanted to show you all this. I printed where I just printed kind of like with plain settings. I wanted to point this out to you guys. I won't tear up your Mozart operas. I most certainly won't, Mary. Hi, Amy. Oh, that's a great idea. Amy, I started this because my children were in elementary school and I would have to queue up in line to pick them up after school because the bus didn't go to our place back then. And so my only option was to pick them up at school, and I used to sit in the line for an hour every day. And it only took me like a week of sitting there for an hour, and I was like, oh my gosh, I could be making cards right now. So I've had this kit built since then, and I used to have it in the car, and I would craft for an hour while I waited on my little ones to get out of school. It is such a good idea. I mean, you don't have to be going on vacation to have a kit like this. And this kit, you know, this crafty kit stays like this all year long. I know exactly where it is. I can grab and go anytime. If we need to bug out and hit the road, I can at least take some crafty stuff with me. My crafty essentials. But I wanted to show y'all this. This is me printing just regular standard settings, not photo settings. So on my printer, here's the difference. Right? Like, look at the difference of these two sheets. They're the same paper. They're different settings. Also, this page, I printed these like this on purpose. This page has a pretty wide border. This is not printed borderless. This is printed borderless. If you print with a border, maybe you don't have options. Don't worry, it won't cut off your images. It shouldn't cut off your images, but it does shrink everything down ever so much because it's accommodating for that border. Okay, so these are regular settings, like nothing fancy. Let me also tell you that I printed these from my Google Drive. I downloaded the files on my computer to print like this because sometimes you don't get the same printer prompts and boxes depending on what your program you're printing from. If I print from Google Drive on my computer, and I'm not saying that it's like this for everyone's computer, but from my computer, if I print from Google Drive, I don't have the same printer options, so I can't be really selective. I can't say, for this one, I said, I'm printing a photo on matte photo paper. On this one, I didn't say anything. I just kind of hit print and I didn't set any preferences. See the difference? I mean, it's really obvious. Also, the paper makes a difference, but you also have to consider your printer settings, and I wanted you to see IRL in real life the difference. It's significant. So if you're going to print at home, these are some considerations to keep in mind. Just saying. Okay, I hope that helps. I wanted to demonstrate that. I feel like if I'm selling digital art, then I need to give you tips and tricks. So I hope that helps. Now, let's get out some paper. I think I will get out red and black. Maybe I'll want a piece of craft. Here's a piece of metallic. Sorry if that's glaring so hard in your eyes. We've got holiday splash, so even a purple will probably do, and a pink, because holiday splash has all the fun colors in it. So I think I will select all of those. And I don't need to be excessive. I may not even get to craft it all, so I try to keep that in mind. But now I have some solid color cardstock that will coordinate. So these will definitely coordinate with my Peaceful Christmas. And then we have a few that I think will also transfer over and coordinate with Holiday Splash. Holiday Splash can have pink and purple. It can still have gold and black. It can still have red. So I think these colors are really good choices. So I'm going to pack those. Again, not being too excessive with the amount. I am packing white cardstock in case I want to make an extra few card bases. So I do have extra white cardstock. Also, if I want to do like sentiments, but I will just take some of my scraps that I keep for sentiments. Being a 5x7 card maker, there is never a shortage of sentiment scraps. So there's that. And I can just keep these in with the rest of this paper if I want. So all of this is going to go back in here. And I will have some solid colored cardstock to work with on my trip. And then I do actually plan on going ahead and cutting a lot of these down and putting them in my folder. So I'll do that off camera because that just to me seems really boring for you guys to have to watch me do that. But I will. I'll cut these down and I'll have ephemera to go in my little folder to go in these. So let's pack this stuff back in to my bag. So, bringing the bag back. I don't think I'm going to take a stamp set. I really don't. I don't know. I'm going to take this out for now because I don't think I'll be stamping, you guys. I'm going to keep my foam tape in. Now I will take my ink even if I'm not taking any stamps because I can ink up edges of my paper. I can ink blend through a stencil. So I kind of don't want to leave the house without ink, but I don't mind leaving without a stamp positioning tool. So then let me show you how it's looking. Pretty good, pretty good. Lots of space in there. I'm going to put my paper back here. And we still have like room. can think of all kinds of things I can still put in here. But let's make sure my ink makes it in. See, like a glove. You know what? I can't leave the house without a ruler. Gotta have a ruler. I would be so bummed if I made it out of here without a ruler. Can't even tell you. I could take a spray bottle. I could easily put a spray bottle right here if I wanted one. I usually pack spray bottles like this that have a lid though, but I'm just showing it would be possible. What are some other things I could pack? I could pack paste. If I thought I wanted to put paste through my stencils, I could definitely take those with me. There are just so many options as far as I could take sprays if I wanted sprays. More lace, more paper. I could emboss before I leave home. I could run things through my embossing folder. Oh, March 2019. Yeah. I could emboss a bunch of paper for myself if I wanted to. Just so many options. So many options. For now, my bag is packed. I will definitely be going back and adding more, but she's packed up. And I hope that that helps you guys some. I just absolutely love having a go bag. Can't recommend it enough. If you're a patient, no, I'm not patient. If you're a passionate, I am passionate, paper crafter, I definitely recommend making one. I need to put some of my pencils back. I'm missing one still. Okay. You could take colored pencils, gel pens. You know, obviously I'm not taking my whole big pack that I love so much of gel pens. I'm not going to take this whole thing with me because I'm not going to use them that much, but I could take a few. By the way, I found the missing one. We had one missing and I got it. Oh, I thought I had it. I thought it was a blue one. It is not. Okay, I haven't found it yet. But you could just be selective. Think about your color palette. Like, what do your kits look like? Build yourself a kit and think about your color palette and pack things that pertain to that. Okay, so that is me packing for my trip. I told you I would share it with you. There it is. That's how I do it. I'm sure you could improve upon my process. I know you could. One of the things I would even suggest is a sheet load. Maybe make yourself a kit, a sheet load kit, and go ahead, cut your papers before you leave home, right? If you want, or just take your papers, take a recipe, which is what I consider a sheet load, is just a lovely recipe for lovely cards. And you can make a sheet load while you're away from home. You most certainly could. What else? That is pretty much what I do. You can make it work for you in any way that you need it to, but that is kind of like my process, what I do, what I take. If you're working on a lot of junk journal stuff, then you need to pack a little differently. If you're working on junk journal stuff, you know, you might need to think about your sewing kit. Like, do you need an awl? Do you need clips? Do you need a needle? Do you need your thread for sewing your journal together. So if you're junk journaling, think about your junk journal kit that you might need to take with you. Also, you might want things like eyelets and brads and other embellishments that you didn't see in my pack, because I don't think I'm going to need them, but it might be kind of fun for me, even because I will be junk journaling on the go, if I go ahead and pack a few brads. And I can take these and put them in a smaller bag. I don't have to take this whole thing with me. I keep packaging. This would probably make some people nuts, but I do. I keep packaging, and I could just grab one of these and I can put a few little brads in it and just build my own little kit of things. So I could put brads in here. If you're going to take eyelets, you better take an eyelet, you know, like a crocodile with you. And so that's something to think about. Other things would be fun clips. Here's a fun little butterfly clip, or the bulldog clips, whatever kind of clips you might want. Whatever. Circle tags, just whatever it is. You know, build a kit that you want to use, that you're excited to use, that fits the purpose of what you're trying to do. And if you take a little more than you need, I always have more than I need, then you take a little more than you need. It's not the end of the world. I do use a Canon printer, and it's let's see, I got it in 2020, and it has worked like a dream for me. I refill the ink myself. It does not have ink cartridges. It has ink tanks, like the Eco Tank from Epson. I've just had more luck with Canon products in the past than I have with Epson. That's a personal experience kind of thing. I'm not saying they're better, but I've just had better experiences with Canon. I absolutely love my Canon printer. Tinsel confetti would be fun. Girl, you know I packed it. I sure did, Angie. I put it in my box. Oh, that's exactly it, Vicki Jensen. She said it. Emily, the gal I work with, is helping me with my Epson. I really recommend a Canon. I love my Epson Inco tank, but what a hassle when the ink pad got full. I have not had that happen with my Canon. I know it always happens with an Epson. I'm not saying it couldn't happen with my Canon, but you guys know I print and print and print and print, and then I print some more. And I've had it for 4 years. I've refilled it probably 5 or 6 times, and I've never had my ink pad underneath fill up. So, yeah, it can be a real hassle. I mean, I know that Daisy at Tsunami Rose, she found a video where you can, like, if you have an Epson, you can like hook up a tube, and the excess ink flows into like a container, a bottle, and then it flows into there instead of flowing into your pad, your reservoir, and it doesn't fill up as quick. But like, y'all know how many craftalanches happen around here. I do not need some random bottle of ink teetering on the brink of spilling everywhere. So that really, and it just seemed like a really big hassle that I didn't want to deal with. So that was a deciding factor for me as well. Yeah, just do your research. My printer that I use right now is on sale on Amazon for $125. I think that's a killer deal. You know, I can't guarantee that you'll love it, but I have loved it and I have used it. It's been a workhorse for me for 4 years. Just saying. All right. I have one Mickey Mouse stamp from Unity Stamp Co. And I don't know where it is, but I do want to find it. I had gotten it out and I don't know where I put it, but I do want to find it and take it with me on my trip. It doesn't mean that I need my stamp positioning tool because it's just one stamp and I have a stamp block in there. But I would like to put that in my bag if I could find it. I'll find it before I go. I will. It's just on a grand adventure in my craft room right now. That's all. Well, speaking of bling and things like that, we did not have time to really bling these up yesterday. I was thinking we could do that right now. I'm done talking about packing. I hope that was helpful for those who want to create a go bag, who have a go bag, but you haven't used it in a while. For those who didn't even know there was a go bag for crafting. Just to give you ideas and things like that. Don't mind me, I'm spinning around here looking for my stickles. Look, it's usually always in one place, but Sparkle Heart made it off with my enamel and stickles and stuff the other day. Found it. Let's fancy these up a little bit. Just, you know, more layers of detail. So I have some pops of color, some Nouveau drops. I love these pearl pops. I love pops of color. Those are my favorite. But yeah, let's take these and let's add some details. We can, let me think about this, where I want color and what color. Yeah, Emily. I mean, I think lots of people have the Epson and they're really happy with it. So I don't think it's necessarily a bad choice. Let me zoom y'all in a little bit. Just hang tight. We're going on a trip. Zooming in. Zooming in. There we go. Whoa. I didn't mean for it to be that big. Pops of color keep their dimension. So I'm going to have to fix that now. But I'm just adding little spots and dots on this guy. I don't want them to look like a Hershey kiss, so I'm going to go back and kind of fix some of those. I don't know. I think that's kind of cool. Kind of captures a little bit of his weirdness because that's his body there. I like that. The fun thing about any of these, the reason I like pops of color is because they keep their dimension. And a lot of the others flatten out, but if you put these real tall, they'll stay tall. They'll stay however you put them on the card, and others flatten out. So that's why I like them. I have one of those too, Paula. When I go to a crop, I pack differently. So when I go to a crop, let's put some of this on the mushroom. I have like a, well, it's kind of like a real small suitcase almost. It's got wheels, so I can just roll it up, roll up on the scene and craft. So it has wheels, and I pack differently for those kinds of things. If I know that I'm going somewhere and my sole purpose is to be there and craft, you best believe I'm coming prepared. But this little go bag is kind of for like, if I get the opportunity to craft, I want to have things. This is looking so much more fun now, I have to say. And then I have this pink. Let's put some of this pink in the bow. Now you have to give this stuff time to dry. You can color in with this too. So let's just make this bow have this like pink center. I'm going to color in with it. It's opaque, so you're not going to be able to see anything underneath it. It's subtle, but it does make a difference. I like this better. So I think I'm going to leave it like that. Now, the thing about this is we've got to put it off to the side where I'm not going to immediately set something else on top of it. Because then your cards will stick together and you'll have a sad face. We don't want that. So these are the scrappy cards made yesterday. And I'm just going back and adding to them. How do we want to color this one? This one really doesn't have a lot of color. This is a gold. Hold on, but this is dimensional gold because it's pops of color. This is like a flat. This one will lay flat. It won't build up. I'm going to put this gold glitter in the lion's mane. I'm not saying you can't build up Nuvo drops. It's just kind of not how they're really designed, I don't think. So the lion's going to have a glittery mane. Gold glitter. He looks kind of tired and hungry, but at least he's got some bling. And I think this unicorn needs some pink. Maybe not, but it is what it is for now. Let me try to wipe it up. There we go. Yeah, that wasn't the look. I didn't really like that. Let's put some pink stripes in the uniform. Oh, Cordelia. I know. You know what? I was hoping we were going to spend a couple of days in Georgia visiting family. And then I thought, well, maybe I can do a meet and greet in Georgia. but that's not going to happen either. I basically need a month to do all the things I want to do. I'm kind of using this like paint. It's not how it's intended, but I'm just playing, I probably won't do the other ones like this. I'm going to put these, she's got a little bit of color here. These are like some old illustrations where it's kind of like tinted with color. Yeah, if WJ and I get together, it'll be the 3rd time that we've gotten to get together, which is really exciting. Okay, so I don't really like that, to be honest. I'm going to leave these as is for now. I could add sequins and stuff. This is not really doing it for me. Just going to be honest. Nothing like some bitty penny honesty. That's better. I like it flatter on the image. That's better. Just adds a little bit of color. Okay, it doesn't annoy me as much, which is a good thing. Okay. So I don't know how long we've been on because I can't see a time. Yes, Debbie, what is next Saturday? Is it the 23rd? My days are all discombobulated. Let's see. I think it's the 23rd. I think next Saturday is the 23rd. And that is my day for you, Debbie, at Universal Studios City Walk, if you want to come meet me. That's my open day. This is a cool tool for on the go, by the way, because it has a cover. So, if you want a pokey tool for the road, this would be a good one. Just saying. All right. Sounds like a plan. Awesome. I will text you, Debbie. I meant to text you the other day, and then I just went to work. Well, I went and made lunch and got my daughter to the bus stop, and then I went to work, and I totally lost track. Well, you guys, should we make something, or is it time to go? Let me know. Time in the craft room is endless. Jennifer, I love you. Yeah, Debbie, I feel so blessed. Like, to think that we get together is just amazing. Thanks, Paula. Yeah, I'm super excited. Oh, Jennifer says make. I mean, you did say that time in the craft room is endless. What should we make? Oh, you know what? Yesterday I came up with my cowgirl name. If I was a cowgirl, I'm totally not. I would be Dusty Rose. So, I was preparing for this video. I know y'all are probably like, what? Wait, she's saying she prepares for her videos? There's no way. But I was preparing for this video, and I came across this little bundle, and it made me think of my cowgirl name, Dusty Rose. So let's make a Western card. My inner cowgirl will love it. So these are from Not Too Shabby. Jamie did a release, this is like a year or two ago, of like a kind of like a cowgirl release, Cowgirl Up and Desert Dreams. And y'all saw I made cards, and then she made the ephemera for each one. So let's just do it. Just, you know, Jennifer said I could. Let's make a couple of cards that my inner cowgirl, Dusty Rose, would approve of. Let's just do it. All right. Whose birthday is it? Do we need to do a shout out? Hi, Donna Jo. Wow, I have a class I'm doing at 3, so I'll have 4.5 hours. Well, enjoy that, Debbie. Yeah, I'll be in contact. Okay. So let's start with Desert Dreams. I want to see. I kind of want to use this piece right here. So I don't know if this kit's still available. Sorry about that. Might be. Just go over to Not Too Shabby and you can see if she still has them in the shop or not. I wanted to see how much of this paper. Let's cover this. Okay. Time for a little trick. Potentially. Yes, definitely. Time for a trick. You ready? I like making 5x7 cards. This is 6x6 paper. I'm going to cut this down to 5 because I actually want it to go edge to edge so I can see more of the design. So I'm going to cut this down to 5x6. And then I'm going to take this little piece, flip it over, and I'm going to add it down at the end. So I need to cut this down to 5. So this is going to be 1x5 piece. And we are going to cover my card base with this. And this is just one way to use 6x6 paper on a 5x7 card. And the only scrap is this, an inchy, a 1x1 inch piece of paper. And we can cover an entire 5x7 card base. So let's do that. Stop at Baton Rouge. Oh, Donna Jo, wouldn't that be wonderful? Well, I don't know where we're going to be. Let's see. I'm driving the first. So we leave on Tuesday at like 7:30 p.m. And I drive the first leg. So I'm going to drive probably realistically till about 11 p.m. and then turn it over. And we're just going to alternate and see how far we can go before the kids are like losing it. I don't know what we're going to do on our way back because I'm not exactly sure which day we're coming back. My husband and I are like that. We're very, and when we travel, we're very free-spirited. We'll have a general plan. And we'll have like hotel reservations. We do that much, right? Like we want a place to sleep at night. But we allow a lot of flexibility. Ooh, I like this. What do y'all think? But Donna Jo, it would make me so happy if I could stop by and see you in Baton Rouge. We'll be on 10. I don't know if Baton Rouge is on 10. We're taking 10 to 95. Dusty Rose is going to need a Dusty Rose on her card. I'm just saying. Okay, I haven't looked at this ephemera in a really long time, so we got to get reacquainted here with what's available to me. It doesn't need to be like a realistic scene. I just want to have some fun making a card. Can't take it too seriously. Dusty Rose would definitely, these boots are Dusty Rose approved because y'all know I love stars so much. So if I was a cowgirl, I would wear those boots. Best believe it. Oh, good. Here's a boot going the other way. It also has stars, the moon. Last night was a full moon, you guys. Did y'all see it? Oh my gosh. Did anybody watch the boxing on Netflix last night? I tried. I really tried. Oh my gosh. What if it's just not my sport, y'all. Those girls beat each other up. I couldn't even watch. At one point, I was like, I can't watch this. I cannot watch. I know they're willingly doing this, and they're like, they signed up for it, but I just can't watch these girls hurt each other. Anyways, Mike Tyson. Well, I don't want to spoil it, but I have a feeling you'll already know the outcome. Which way does this go? I think it goes like this. I do kind of want to cut some of these wide white borders off. And what sentiment are we going to put on here? I think I'm good. I think this is fine. Oh, Maddie, that's cool. Sparkle Heart's birthday falls on Easter sometimes, and she loves it when that happens. She loves having her birthday on Easter. She also loves that there's always a lot of Texas wildflowers out. They're always in full bloom around her birthday. And I used to pick some of them and make bouquets with them for so she could have a wildflower bouquet on her birthday. It got a little too crazy. I mean, it's Texas after all. Sometimes I'd put the like one year my brother was here and we went out and harvested some wildflowers for her birthday party and made bouquets out of them, and a ton of bees came, so that wasn't ideal. And then another time I went out to harvest them for her birthday, and I almost got stung by a scorpion. We saw a snake and all these bugs. Oh, it was just too buggy. See, I'm not a cowgirl. But I like my new alias. And I do love wildflowers. I think it's when Central Texas is most beautiful, is when the wildflowers are in bloom, because they're just everywhere, all along the highways, and it's just beautiful. I don't know how. I want to use some of these, but I don't know how I want to use them. Hey, Norma. How you doing? Well, we packed my bags together. In case you're wondering what we've been up to, we've been packing bags And now I'm making a cowgirl card. I think I have to leave the boot off. I like have to decide, are you making a scene or are you making a cluster? I'm making a scene. I'm always making a scene. I'm making a scene, that's what I'm doing. And we're just gonna have to put a sentiment here, I think, to make me happy. So let's go with this. I'm not gonna finish fussy cutting these. I'm just gonna glue them down like they are. Anyway, so that's what we've been working on. I've been showing kits, and we've been packing my bags for my trip together, and then I also wanted to make something because I kind of can't sit at my craft desk and not make things. And Jennifer said I could. Thanks, Norma. Oh, and Mary was here and she said JD, so everyone's entitled, you know, she granted us early morning chocolate too. So yeah, we've been having fun. That was a rough cut around that there cactus. It'll be fine. You know what I'm going to do? I kind of like that these are popped up, so I'm just going to glue down that one piece, and I think I'll use some little foam dots. These Stampin' Up! Ones are ancient. I really need to use these up. I get to go see my mom and Buttercup today. Whoops. So I'm excited about that. I got Buttercup a new toy. Oh my gosh, and I got in trouble because I didn't buy Fazzy a toy and I bought Buttercup a toy, and Carmen's like, you love Buttercup, then you love your own dog. You love her more. I don't love her more than I love Fazzy. It's just that Fazzy has lots and lots of toys because she doesn't tear them up, and Buttercup shreds hers. She absolutely shreds them. So she doesn't have toys because she tears them all up. So I had to get her one. Phasma, you got to throw her toys away because they just get too old and crusty. She's a different kind of dog. She's good. Her toy box is full. There's no point in Buttercup even having a toy box. They don't make it into the box. Okay, I'm going to have to find a sentiment to go on here. Ooh, I have a good Southern sentiment stamp set. Let me grab that. Y'all just have to hang tight because I have to find it. Just hang tight. I've got a few to look through. And I honestly can't remember the brand. Here it is. W+9. Are they still in business? This one's so good. Southern girls are sweet and strong. I love this one. When life gives you lemons, put them in your sweet tea. Excuse me. Sweet and strong, like just like a good tea. You can kind of, it's a builder. Stay classy and sassy. Well, hello, darling. I love that one. And bless your heart. Bless your heart. I need to come up with my own because I would have completely different sentiments. I need to do that, you guys. Note to self. I'm going to put it in my ideas journal. I really need to come up with a stamp set. I need to do more stamp sets that have sayings. Dusty Rose would approve this journal. This is Dusty Rose approved. Pardon me, as I put this in my other junk journal, this is one where I keep my ideas. Make your art, break the rules. Don't mind me as I sit here and make a note to self. Got it? Yeah, Dusty Rose would totally approve of this. Alrighty, moving on, getting back on track. Here we go. Let's see if any of these are going to fit on here. Sweet and strong. Stay classy and sassy. I like that one. Well, hello, darling. Bless your heart. I don't know, y'all. Oh, I think, hold on. I've got, I think, something even better. These aren't quite doing it for me. Well, where could they be? Oh, no. Let's see. No. No. I'm looking. I have the My Favorite Things Cowboy and Cowgirl set. That's what I'm looking for right now. I don't know where they are. They should be right here. Sorry guys, I know this is not riveting entertainment here. Just hold on. You know when you have the perfect thing, but you just have to find it? That's the situation at hand. I've got Dolly. Oh, this is what we're going to use. I do wish I could find that cowboy and cowgirl set. I hope I didn't de-stash those. But we have this star up here. And I kind of wanted something that was going to go across from one cactus to the other. This is the one. This is it. Never give up. Never surrender. Donna Jo. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Holy cow. I did not have to do that. I am so grateful though. Thank you, Donna. I'm in Texas. Yeehaw. That's where I am. Was Baton Rouge on 10? I didn't see if you told me if it was. Well, now I just have to stop and fill up. But we might be in Baton Rouge in unthinkable hours. Okay, let's do this. Donna Jo, email me your address if I don't think I have it. I would love to send you a thank you card. Isn't that sweet? And I love that y'all are thanking her too. Thank you so much. So sweet. Okay. Ulterior motive. Hey Gwen, how you doing? Hey Messy Palette. Okay. I know we're not the gambling type, but how many of you would bet that that's my husband calling me? I mean, if you've been here with me on a Saturday, the odds are in your favor. It's him. He's calling me right now. You guys. Oh, but I want to. I did not get a good impression the first time. I would be honored to. That's better. And this is on a crooked piece of paper. Well, that's all right. We're going to use it anyways. You guys, bless his heart. Can you tell him where to find my YouTube channel? I don't think he knows how to look me up. You guys, he bought me an Apple Watch to keep tabs on me, to try to keep up with me, and I refuse to wear it. I don't like it. Bless his heart. It's not easy when you're married to Lucille Ball. He is the most patient, kind, loving, supportive person. I am so blessed. I do not know how he puts up with me, but I'm so glad he does. Just do a little bubble cut. There we go. And then we'll pop it up too. Oh, I know, Donna. I'm the same way. I found a package the other day that I meant to send eons ago. The problem with being a paper crafter, and there's not too many, I mean, budgeting, that's one, but is paper covers things so well that it's easy to lose things. Like, where is my ink pad? Look all over my desk. Oh, it was covered by a sheet of paper. Like, paper covers up a lot of stuff. I'm calling this card done. I think it's great. I love it. It's Dusty Rose approved. My cowgirl, my inner cowgirl says yes. Let's do it again. Oh my gosh, everybody's calling. Okay. Let's do it again. Now, this time we're going to use a different kit. We're going to use this kit right here. It's called Cowgirl Up, and then it has matching ephemera. We're going to keep Dolly out. Dolly's from Ink Road Stamps, and they are on an extended hiatus. I don't know, honestly, if she'll be back or if the shop will close or whatever, but that's where I got my my Dolly Parton stamp set a long time ago. I was thinking about Dolly the other day because I'm not really a country person. Like I don't like country music. I'm not really a country person, and I'm thinking about how much, but I love Dolly, and I think a lot of it is because when I was a child, Carol Burnett, Dolly Parton, Mary Tyler Moore, we just had like a few women who were like fiercely independent, and I've always been drawn to that. Okay, so I had this with the paper. It's just a random like Dollar Tree doily, but we might use it. So let's cowgirl up real quick. Let's use this piece. It's just right there. So we'll use this piece of paper. I'm gonna cut it exactly like I cut the last one. So I'm making a 5x7 card. I'm gonna cut it to, this is a really wrinkly piece of paper. I'm gonna cut it to 5 inches. And then I'm gonna take this 1-inch strip and I'm gonna cut this wrinkly bit down to 5 inches as well. So it's a 1x5. And we're just gonna do the same thing again. And this will be my last card, you guys. This will be the end of the video for today. I've got to move on and do some other things. I'm sure you do too. I've got a lot on my list. This is my last weekend before we leave town, so you can imagine there's a lot to do. And I've got an order that I have to drop off at the post office before noon so it can get out and get on the road and headed to its new home. Thank you all for supporting my shop. That means so much to me. I'm excited. You know, I'm growing as I do this whole small business thing and I make these craft supplies. I want to keep growing and I look forward to it. I hope that when you do purchase from me that it brings you joy in your crafting time. That it brings joy to your life. Just saying. Really can't thank you enough, so I'll sure try though. I'll give it my best shot. Oh, Maddie, it happens, girl. I know. I know. I'm going on a strict budget after this too. I know. All right, we'll do a cluster with this because this really isn't the kind for a scene. This isn't the ephemera that we'll make a scene from, but we can make a cute little cluster. Just gonna have to work at it a little bit. And I'm going to grab another piece to put behind here, I think. I dreamed last night that my husband bought me a horse. I don't want a horse, okay? But he did. He bought me a horse, and I was just as happy as could be. Until I had to start taking care of it. And then I was like, wait, why did you get me a horse? This is a lot of work. let's pick out a paper. I really like this rusty hinge colored paisley paper. I think it might really help with contrast. Let's just do that. You guys, I kind of only dabble with these paper pads because I don't want to use them up. You know, it's like, feels great to smash your paper pads and your craft collection and use things up. I'm taking the plastic off my trimmer in case you're wondering what that really annoying sound was all of a sudden. But you know, there's always those things in your stash that you don't want to use up. And for me, that's this kit. Okay, so let's just trim this down. Let's go, I'm going to go 3. I don't want it to be too wide. I'm going to see what 5 looks like. And if I need to cut off more, I can. But I think I want 3 by 5. Yeah. All right. Oh, thanks, Carmina. The blue brown. Yeah, me too. Isn't that beautiful? And I love paisley. I don't know why. I just do. Okay, let's pop this back here. And I got to figure out where I want it on the background. But I think it'll add some nice contrast here. And I think this cowboy hat will hang right up here. Cowgirl hat. Something like that. I can't remember if Jamie released a stamp set to go with this or not. Let's leave the bouquet out and then let's bring in, let's see what else Dolly's got. You'll never do a whole lot unless you're brave enough to try. That sounds like Dolly Parton. If you don't like the road you're walking, start paving another one. God, I love that woman. The way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you got to put up with the rain. Find out who you are and do it on purpose. My friend gave me, one of my close friends of 25 years or whatever, gave me a picture for my craft room that has this portrait of Dolly, and it says that, find out who you are and do it on purpose. I love it. It hangs up on my wall. I'm turning around and looking at it right now. So let's see. Let's do... Gosh, I really like that. You'll never do a whole lot unless you're brave enough to try. Something I have to remind myself of. And then on the inside, I could put something, one of these others. Find out who you are and do it on purpose would be nice on the inside of this card. So let's stamp this up. Maddie, the hard thing is there's just so much cool stuff. I know. That's why budgeting is hard in paper crafting. It's one of the hardest aspects of being a paper crafter is putting up with a budget. Because there's just so much cool stuff. I've got my magnet over here. It's not hoarding. It's not really hoarding if you have cool stuff, right? And then you'll know my other magnet is over here too. You can't tell me what to do. You're not my dog. For when, you know, Fazzy comes in and starts bossing me around every morning. Natasha. Girl. I need to make it happen. But I have got a Happy Mail to send you, and I just need to get it in the mail. been meaning to put Happy Mail in the mail to you for 2 years, and you live probably an hour from me. It's pathetic. I'm sorry. But glad you're here. Hi. All right. I like that we've got this whole little Dolly Parton right here so that we can let people know that Dolly said that. That way, if you want to add it to the sentiments, you can, but it doesn't have to be on there. I think that's really cool. Little detail. Okay, let's trim this up. Glue everything down for the last card of the day. You guys, I'm going to have December de-stash. I'm going to be de-stashing. I really need to. My craft room has, over the last, well, it's just been building and gaining and needs to be regulated. It's out of hand. I'm going to do a $5 de-stash. You heard it first. I'm going to go through and sell a whole bunch of my stamp sets, and they're all going to be $5 each. I don't care what I paid for them. And I'm planning on doing that in December so that I can start the year with less in my craft room. Oh my gosh, I am making a mess of this all at the end. Might have to rough this one up. Hey Cheryl, how's it going? Careful, you guys, when you're doing this with your scissors. They do make tools for this. Just go slow and gentle. You don't have to be too rough. Yep, I'm just gonna mark everything $5 to make my life easy and to give people a good and hopefully so that people can get what they want and get it out of my craft room. Just a big old $5 de-stash. I've already got a whole box pulled to go in it. All right. That's me blowing paper dust off of this card. I love it. All right. This makes me happy. Don't you just get tickled when you love your cards? It's not like I'm saying I'm awesome or anything. It's just I love this card. It just makes me happy. This is why I do this. Not a way of tooting our own horn. It's just like so fun. Love this hobby. I'm going to put that heart down there. That area needed a little something. Pop that right there. I will be back live with y'all on Monday and Tuesday. And then you guys, you're going to be stuck with my pre-recorded videos after that. But I've made some really cool ones, so I hope you'll enjoy it. And I'm probably going to come live from Florida a couple of times. I don't know where I'll be or what I'll be doing. We may be doing a live, like, junk journal with me. We may just be doing, like, crafting confidential, just chats. I don't know what we're going to do. And I don't know how often. It's really going to be just flying by the seat of my pants. but I will try to check in with you guys. That is that. We made a couple of cards, just 2. We packed my bags. Well, my bag. I'm just taking one crafty bag with me. And we looked at some kits. We looked at my digitals, just a little bit of them, not the whole things. So I hope you enjoyed it. I have the hardest time saying goodbye because I love hanging out with you guys, but I think that time has come. Feel really good about these cards. Dusty Rose approved. Now everybody's going to be like, who is Dusty Rose? Well, that is my cowgirl alias. If I was a cowgirl, that would be my name. And that's it. That's what I've got. I love you guys so much. Is there any last questions? Let's see. Thank you, Flo. Don't cry for me, Flo. You'll be all right, girl. You might be like, man, I can't believe I even had the time for her. I hope that's not how everyone feels, but hopefully when I do get back, we can just get right back into these, and I will have missed y'all and you will have missed me, and we'll just pick up where we left off. But I did record like 6 videos for you. It's all like a really cool project. It's one project, and I hope you'll like it. Miss Gwen, thanks for hanging out with us today. It is so good seeing y'all. Gwen, did you like your papers? I hope you liked your papers. Thank you, Janine. I will try to bring y'all along. I figure some of y'all might want to go to Disney World with me. So if I can get permission from my family to do a vlog from Disney or Universal, maybe we'll do that too. Like maybe if I find the cool bookstore that I think is there at Universal in the Hogwarts area, maybe we could do a live stream from the bookstore at Hogwarts. Wouldn't that be fun? So I will try to pop on and surprise you guys, and we'll try to do something fun. I'll be back here with you Monday and Tuesday, and then it'll be who knows. Oh, I'm so glad, Gwen. I'm so glad you liked him. Good, good, good. All right. I love you guys so much. Y'all have an awesome weekend. I hope you get to craft and do whatever makes your heart happy. And I will see you here on Monday. Bye, everyone.